Hello everyone, Astapburn here, Coming 101, going to do another review. This review is going to be a little bit different because I guess I want to argue about something. Now, we're going to do two brand new Ninja Turtle toys that released not too long ago. The first one is this one. This is the latest one I just got. I think we got this at Toys R Us. So I'm going to do a close-up on this. This is I like this toy a lot. Bear with me, I just bit my tongue and it really hurts. But the next toy is what everybody is complaining about. Well, not everybody, but a few people. Okay. Believe it or not, as we all seen this toy before. Now everyone's like saying, and I'm not joking about this, a lot of people are actually saying this way, that this is the Nightwatcher bike. That this is just repainted. Okay. I would hate to say it like this, but people, you are dead wrong. But, now if you said it exactly looks like the Nightwatcher, then yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. But no one's not saying that. They're saying this is the Nightwatcher repainted. Now, if you have the Nightwatcher painted, you notice this was never on the Nightwatcher. Does it really look like the Nightwatcher vehicle would fit on this thing? I mean, seriously, his hand comes right off, like, easily. He's not have a good grip on a bike or anything like that. Especially, he's way too big. If you put your foot right on that thing, I mean, look at he towers over the bike. Yeah, guys, really? Seriously, look at. You see what I'm getting with this, guys? This guy can barely even fit on a 2006, well, 2007, I think, vehicle. Too short. His leg doesn't spread open to go around the thing very well. Unless you go like this. And yet, you can tell he does not fit on his vehicle. Same thing with this. He does not fit. He towers over the whole thing. Actually, he's taller than a bike itself. Look at that. So people, for 1,000 times, this is not the Nightwatcher bike. Just looks like it. As you can see, I'm going to show you this up and close of the size and the length. Because I did a review on this one already, but then again, the whole copyrights, I put a music on there without their permission, and they kind of blocked it. So we're going to do with this one, this versus this, and of course we're going to review this. So you got 3 toys in this one. So anyways, hey, if you want to go check out some toys, sorry I got something in my eye. If you want to check out some really cool toys, video games, or anime, or whatever, Fighter Corner's the place. There's his address, Facebook, and give him a call. Some really cool stuff there. Alright, let's look at the bikes first. Here's the bike. I'm going to take this out of the screen for a while. Here's the bike. And then, there's the bike. As you can see, the size does seem to be totally different. Okay. Now, the Nightwatcher bike is the exact same size as this one over here. The only difference is they changed the front part. See how twice the size, twice as big. It's just remodeled better for your 2012 Turtles on here. Added on with this piece right here. So once again, of course, if this was a Nightwatcher bike, we all know that this would say 2006 or 2007, but it says 2013 Viacom. Now, if they were going to replace, well, this is painted different, like Toon Shredder, right? Now, the Toon Shredder is exactly like the 1988 Shredder. which I proved to you, which I show you this on a review later on, or maybe I post up the old review, that the Toon Shredder has printed 1988 on it, because it is the 1988 Shredder just repainted. Are you getting my drift here, people? Alright, let's see. I have to find the print on this bad boy. Well, I think I found it. There it is. So I don't know if you guys can see this because of the light. 2006. Burger Studio. MMX Toys, made in China. Okay, so like I said, if they're gonna going to remake of something and just paint it over, they don't change the date on it. I promise you that. So I promise you, up and down, this is not the Nightwatcher's bike. I do like the colors. So I love, because I guess they're from the 80s, because I love that neon color look to it. This is the only part I don't really like. I don't like the whole G.I. Joe, you know, you flick it to shoot it out. I wish there was a button that you push to shoot your armor, your missiles. The other thing I do like about this is that they actually have turning handlebars, like you see. It actually turns, just like the old school turtle bikes. As you can see over here, it does the same thing too. I love that. The reason why I say I love that is because the Donatello one, right here, on this bike, doesn't do that at all. It doesn't turn, doesn't do anything, it just sits there. So yeah, this is the very first turtle motorcycle bike for Donatello, or for anyone really, but it's really meant for Donatello. And you can have an extra seat for the other turtle. But like I said, the design is okay, but I don't like the fact that you can't turn the handlebars. But as for this, actually, and on the cover, which I'll show you later, actually has Raphael on the front, so this is actually a Raphael vehicle. And like I said, I do like the fact how he could turn it. The missile doesn't really fall out like anything, so it's perfectly okay, unless it's been used way too many times. The kickstand's right here, so you got to move it down and move it around. You can go back, or, well, I thought I could go forward, but I guess you just go back. The design for this bike is actually quite my favorite. Like I said, yes, it does look like the Nightwatcher. And that's about it. The thing is about this bike is that there's no stickers to actually put on, which is, thank goodness, because I hate putting stickers on my toys, which they should have just done themselves. So anyone can actually ride this bike. The other thing I like about this bike, better than the Donatello one, I thought it would be on this one. I see it shows you how it has buttons and everything. Like, it looks like you can push them, but you can't really push anything. You can see this one says 2012 Viacom. Made here in California. I don't know why I said a country voice. But with this one, like I said, I'm glad there's no stickers to ruin or anything like that. And of course, Donatello. Those of you who are, this is where it gets really complicated for collectors, because you're looking at this Donatello and thinking, alright, well, I already have this Donatello, right? Now, hang on, this is on his forehead. Well, okay, this is where it gets really difficult. This is the bonus pack. This is where it comes with Donatello and the bike. Over here, this only comes with the bike, and you have to buy a separate Raphael. Now, this is where gets a little complicated for collectors. Now, some of you are saying, well, I already have a Donatello toy, therefore I should just look for the bike. Well, you could do that. That's cool. But this Donatello is totally different. Well, about an inch different than the original Donatello for the basic CGI Donatello. Because the other Donatello, he's taller than this Donatello. His bow staff is also skinnier. Well, this is a little bit fatter. So this Donatello, yeah, like I said, it's a little bit more smaller, and the arms of the handpiece right here is a lot more wider to actually grab onto the bike than the other Donatello. So if you put Donatello weapons with it, it may not catch the bow, or like Leonardo, because I have a Leonardo one, and he doesn't hold his sword. But the original Leonardo, the basket, or basis, I can't pronounce it today, could actually hold it because the handle, or the hand, is actually smaller. This one just easily just slide right in. Just like that. So, as you can see, the size totally does, look different on the camera. So that's why I keep saying so many times, this is not the exact bike of the Nightwatcher. As you can see perfectly in front of you, that this towers over this one. Also, I forgot to mention this little sticker. The little stickers over here is actually sticks on themselves. So when you buy the toy, it's actually already on there. So you don't have to put it on yourselves, which that's a good cool thing about that. I mean, yes, the back part looks the same. The engine on the side looks the same. The back piece looks the same. Same thing with the... oh man, I don't really know the names. The back piece looks the same. The tires looks the same. The piece of the tire that holds the tire together looks the same. So, yes, people, I know everything looks the same as the CGI version, but like I said, it's not. Including this piece right here, a little square piece where it has a SSC, are exactly the same. Even the, what do you call it, the seat is kind of the same, but not really, because as you can see, the ruffles right here on the seat, as this one is just a clear plastic piece right there, which doesn't have the ruffles. I wish I had a black light. I guarantee you this thing will look sweet underneath the black light. Okay, so like I said, I know you guys are sick and tired of hearing me saying it. It does look exactly like the Nightwatcher, but it's not the exact bike. It's just remolded. Same idea, same design, but it's not the Nightwatcher bike. Okay, guys? So if you want someone to argue with me about it, saying that it is, I'm going to slap you. I'm going to slap you until you say that this is not the Nightwatcher bike. But I shouldn't have to do that because, come on, really? You can't tell the differences? Come on, seriously. If you cannot tell the difference, saying like it is, then all lost for you, my friend. Because come on, it's like grabbing the the 1990s mini series and open up the turtle and says this is a sewer that looks exactly like the 2013 sewers or whatever. It's just totally different. So, put your comments down on this. Do you guys understand what I'm pointing out? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Because sometimes I feel people don't understand what I'm saying, and some people actually do understand what I'm saying here. But please, I beg of you, I'm promise you, this is not the actual Nightwatcher bike. I will put the Nightwatcher link underneath this one, so you go ahead and check that out. But then again, I showed you the differences on each bike to show you that the Nightwatcher stuff and the Stunt Rider are actually 10 times bigger than the new version of this bike. Don't get me wrong, I wish they put the Nightwatcher in a new cartoon, because the Nightwatcher is freaking sweet and badass, because I love the Nightwatcher. And I love the bike. Now, if they give him a helmet that looks like the Nightwatcher, then it's asking a little bit too much. But thank goodness they didn't. But I do like the ideas. For me, I love when the Ninja Turtles come out with bikes. I love motorcycles. I love choppers. I just love it when they do that with the turtle toys. I just wish they do bonuses, you know, to add on extra turtle toy, go with it, like kind of like this one. But this one has to be my favorite motorcycle for the new version. I mean, this is cool too, this bike right here, but I still like this one better. Now for this beauty right here, this is awesome. I love this toy. As you can see, it's a hoverboard likeness. It's supposed to be for the Krangs, but you know, you see a picture of Leonardo kicking him off, which I'll show you the box later. I love the design. I really love the design with this one. I like the fact that they didn't make a boring blue color on it. They put that metallic shine into the hoverboard looking thing. Actually, let me take off Leonardo real quick. As you can see, the shine on it, the design and everything else on it. Now the best thing about this toy is that it's actually what it looks like on the box. You know, when you buy the box and all of a sudden it has like, oh, this part over here is painted and this part over here is painted, but now it's not on there because it doesn't look like that, because, you know, some people don't follow demos very well. But this one is actually what it looks like on the demo. Well, if you count the pink, a little bit more hot pink color. As you can see, the little lines right there. You can see with the light. And the handlebar actually does move. And it also has that metallic shine to it too, which is really cool. Actually, you can also do this. Put it down like that. You have to, when you buy it, this thing is actually off, and you just place it right in. This is actually still attached to it. The thing I told you I don't like is putting the stickers on, which I did. You had to put the sticker in front right here, and on here. This part was not easy to put on because it, you know, I was in a car while she was driving, but I finally got it on. And last but not least, for the sticker, is this piece right here. I got this little handle right here. Other good thing about this, you know, my camera's about to die, is the bottom piece, where they're supposed to be the wind, actually rotates. So if you're going to do like a stunt mode or make it come to life, have it go like this. Like, also, I forgot to mention this too. It also, the fan moves while the wheels rolls. All three of them have it, so all of them actually have the fan actually moves. So when it lifts off, it starts in the front. I mean, you don't really have to do this. This is what I do. It lifts up in the front, and then it rotates out like this, so they're both level, like this, rotate, and it takes off. It only has one of these things right here to hold the turtle toys instead of Krangs, because the turtle has little holes right there. And put them on. You don't really have to force it on or anything like that. And it easily grabs the handles. Like that. The other best thing about this is that, remember, like I said, I don't like how to do that G.I. Joe fling your fingers on this thing, you know, that fling to shoot right here. Well, this one, you don't have to do that. Thank you, Playmates Toys. Bleh. This one, there's a little switch right here on both sides. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little switch right here. And you can shoot like that. Now, let's see. Oh, great. I just lost it over there on the underside of my room. I'll get it later. But there's a little spring right there, and you shoot, and it fires pretty nicely. This one actually have more of a force for the spring to actually take down the foot soldiers. Thank goodness, because the other one, when you do the fling thing, it doesn't really do crap because there's enough force to take down the foot soldiers or the cranks. It just look at it, it bounces right off their chest. We're like, ha ha ha, that did not hurt me one bit. Anyways, so let's see. Okay, there it is. 2013 Viacom playing with toys. Now this is a new one right here. Of course, made in China. They haven't put these in the cartoon yet, but soon enough they will. So, put your comments on this as well, and tell me what you guys think about this turtle toy. It's supposed to be made for cranks, but it's really for the turtle toys also, because you only see Leonardo taking off on it and kicking cranks off of it. So put your comments on these toys, people. Tell me what you like about it, what you dislike about it, what you wish they did with it. My point, I wish they put the stickers on it on itself. I do not like putting stickers on turtle toys. It takes freaking forever. And it's irritating too, because you got to do it just right. But I do like the fact they actually put the springs in there so we can actually shoot instead of flick. I love these. I love both of these turtle toys, the vehicles. These are actually my two most ultimate favorite ones so far, until they come out with some better ones. But I do like these a lot. So push like if you like this review. Push like if I don't know if I actually did good information on the turtle toys to you guys. Push like, I mean, it does help me a lot on my reviews. Share this review with your friends and show them that, hey, that what I was telling you about the whole Nightwatcher bike and this, you know, share it with them. It might actually open up their mind and realize, oh, okay, I see what he's talking about, hopefully. If you could only afford one, and you're like, oh, I don't know which one I want to get. I prefer to get this one first, the one with Leonardo. I think this is one of the coolest. I love the colors. I love the design. And it's just freaking sweet. It's a hoverboard. You can just fly around your apartment like crazy, you know. Woo! And then get this if you want. But I prefer to get this one first. This has to be my first favorite toy ever for the new stuff. Or the latest, I should say. So, yeah. Push like, people. Help me out here. Tell me what you guys like. And also put some comments down when you bought the toy. Were you disappointed? Or were you happier than you expected? You know, stuff like that, people. Alright, so I had to wait for my battery to at least get some juice in there because it was dying on me. Alright, let's see. The new one that comes with this one right here. This is the box right here. I mean, I love the artwork on it. So as you can see, the artwork is right there, kicking out the crane. It's not really hard to open up. It's actually pretty good. And the box is was actually good in shape because there's some of the people on the box that keeps damaging it. But like I said, it actually looks like the actual toy. I mean, I wish it was pretty cool. It was a, you know, to like move up and down, kind of like that. But, you know, everything's really good. The hover dome. Of course, it comes with instructions and everything in it. Like how to put it in and what stickers goes into what. But honestly, I mean, it's not really that difficult, people. It's really easy. But however, a new one just came out. Now, I know it looks like the other ones, but when you open it up, all it has is just the vehicles. Right there. And on the back, it's just a giant Z-line photo. And of course the sewer. What else is there? Just a giant Z-line thing right here. From the look of it, the only thing I need It's a turtle sub, and of course the old school, well not old school, but the very first sewer spin skateboard with ramp. Seems like I got everything else besides the Mikey Patrol Buggy and the Raphael one. It's the only one I don't have because they don't sell it no more. I haven't seen it in stores. The only thing I have is the Leonardo and the Donatello Porto, you know, the one that attached to each other. That's the only one I have from that series. The new one that's coming out is Shelf Flyer, but I swore up and down I saw it already at Target, which now I can't find it anymore. So new jig thingy. Now the other one is this right here. As you see, Raphael's right on it. Everything looks the same. It's got a cover. So nothing's really different. Of course, it has instruction. You have to put the handlebars on there. So tells you where things at, which is really not that hard, like I said before. So yeah. So these are the boxes right here. I mean, I know some people are like, I can't believe you open it, but you know, I really want to open it because, well, A, we live in this really small apartment, and I don't want to crush them all, so I open it up because B, I want to play with them. And nothing's wrong with playing with your own turtle toys. So, lately, let's see, we got this one for the ooze, and we got this one for the latest one, for the vehicles. And then we got this one for a vehicle, which it comes with the turtle toy, so it's actually a bonus pack. And of course, like what we just did, this one, and then you got this one right here. I do love the grass kicker, aka ass kicker. Come on, really, we already know what you're doing. So these are two of my ultimate favorite ones. And then, of course, I already showed you this one. And of course, the helicopter one with the Michaelangelo writing on it. I will put the actual link of these other reviews of the vehicles I just showed you, because I already did a review on them. And since this was blocked, I'll still put the review on it so you can see the old one if you can see the video. Oh, I forgot to mention, Donatello comes with a helmet, as you can see. I actually attached this from the back part, so as you can see the hole right there in the back. Oh, they all have this. I'll put the Leonardo one underneath this one and the Nightwatcher. I don't have the Michaelangelo one yet. I found the bike from a thrift store, but I don't have the helmet and I don't have the Michaelangelo one to go with it. So these are my vehicles. These are my beauty. I love these toys a lot. Oh, before I go, there is a second print of the giant battle shell turtles. The one, you know, the really big one that opened up the shell and the weapons inside and the back. There's another print. They actually remolded them and did it differently. Donatello looks the same. Raphael kind of looks the same, but the one that totally obvious was Michaelangelo and Leonardo. The difference is that their paint is different and they have more of a scab. You can see more of their scar, but deeper than the one they have right now. More on the legs, more on their arms, but mostly on their face. And it looks like they got their butt kicked hardcore. So look out for those ones. Take a picture of the old one and then look at this. You know, do the separate picture with this one, because you can't bring your toy in with the Toys R Us because they'll think you're stealing it or you're stealing it. But as for anything else, I would have to say get these toys for your collection. I mean, it is cool to have vehicles for your toys, your action figure. Until then, people, take care of yourself and happy hunting. See you later. Alright, well, it's eBay time, and yeah. We're going to show you a 1988 Michaelangelo figure, loose, used, for $30. Hang on. What's $30 and $4 for shipping? Here's the where is it? Here's the person who's selling. I guess it's a chick or dude. I think it's a chick. Obviously doing it very well done, but this is it. This was what costing you $40. It's actually all scraped up. No belt, no weapon. Don't even know if it's hard head or a soft head. Just there. And believe it or not, there's actually stores out there that actually does this kind of crap. They just bring toys like this and sell them for $20 to $40. This is what I call a total crap. Who on earth would buy something like this for, you know, $40? Hey lady, here's $1. Take it or leave it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put your comments down. Because I know I wouldn't pay this much for it. I wouldn't even pay this for like $5 or maybe it's like $8 just for something like this. It's not even complete. Bastards.